Hello, Green Queen here, Life After Money. Right, talking about shopping today, food shopping in particular. Food is the only thing I usually shop for. I don't really buy much else. But what's the first thing you think about when you're food shopping? At the front of my mind is price. Every time. I don't go with a list. I keep an open mind. I buy what is cheap and what I will eat. My shopping is quite cheap actually, because I shop at certain times of the day. I do a big shop once a month maybe, and I go to a big supermarket. I go at 7 o'clock at night when I know that there's going to be a lot of discounted food. Food that is going to go out of date on that day. So last night, that's exactly what I did. I went food shopping to my nearest supermarket, which is Tesco. Now all supermarkets do mark down their fresh goods, their produce, their veg, their meat, dairy products, but they don't follow a pattern. They could do it at any time. Now I know the pattern of my supermarket. I know that they're going to start marking down just after lunch. They usually start with the meat because that needs to be sold and it needs to be taken home and cooked. Then again they'll discount at about sort of 3, 4, 5 o'clock time and reduce it a bit further, and then about 7 o'clock they reduce it again for the third time, putting the third sticker on, and then it drops to rock bottom prices. If you do go shopping at that time, then you may find that there isn't much left because people that have gone earlier are happy with, say, a 50% discount. I tend to leave it till 7 o'clock because I want the cheapest food that I can get. And last night I was lucky. There was lots of food marked down and a few people buying, but they'd obviously overstocked on quite a bit. So I'll show you what I've got here briefly, and I think you will be quite amazed at the prices. It's called Yellow Sticker Shopping. So I've got broccoli tips. These were £1. I paid 10p. I love broccoli. I love veg. Mushrooms were £1. I paid 10p. Now I've got this vegetable soup mix, which is prepared veg. Was £1.30, now 13 pence. So what I shall do with that today is cook it into a stew or maybe make it into a soup. I'll portion it out into margarine tubs and freeze it. So these will be my ready meals. So I could get probably 3 portions out of that, possibly 4 portions for 13 pence. Just add the spices to it. So, avocados are very expensive. These were £1.89 for 2, and they're quite firm, so they should be alright. 19 pence. More vegetables again. I do buy lots of vegetables. That is the main part of my diet. So £1.30, now 13 pence. So we've got mixed vegetables there. Another pan of stew to make. Carrots are very cheap at the moment anyway. I mean, these started out at 45p. I paid 4 pence for them. So bread counter was quite good last night. Sometimes it's not so good, but this has got 3 stickers on and it started at 75p and I got it for 19p. Potatoes again, 2.5 kg potatoes, cheap at 20p. Were £2, I paid 20p. I did have a little treat as well, a naughty treat. Oh. Cookies. I like cookies. £1, 25p. I must try not to eat them all in one go. So, that's just only a part of my shopping last night. This was my till receipt. So, all the items listed there were reduced. Now, I know everybody won't be able to do that because, you know, I'm retired, so I've got time. But if you're at work, then you may not feel like going out at 7 o'clock at night. But what I can say is, if you are out anywhere during the day and you can time your journey back home to pass a supermarket somewhere late afternoonish, early eveningish, it is worth going in to have a look. I can't tell you where to look because I don't know what each supermarket does. I only know what my supermarket does. So I can't, you know, give you any more, anything specific than that. It's a gamble. You take a chance. But I always feel that it is worth taking a chance because you can see how much I pay. I got there at 7 o'clock last night, but I didn't leave till 9 o'clock. I had to wait for the trolley to come out of the back. I asked a member of staff, are there any reductions coming out? They had a look for me and they said, yes, we've got some veg coming out. So I had to then stand there and wait for the veg coming out. I think in some parts of the country, probably inner city areas where this happens every day, they do get into, customers do get into quite a scrum and do start grabbing things, which is quite unpleasant actually. But I'm not sure whether I would want to join in with that. But in my supermarket, we're all very civilised. In fact, we often hand each other things. There'll be a little group of us there, and we'll pick something up. And you know, and if there's two, somebody will say, "Do you want one?" So you know, it's okay. But regarding yellow stickers or reductions or discounts, whatever you like to call it, quite a lot of shops do reduce their goods, but you maybe not have noticed them because maybe you're not looking. You must keep an open mind, you must keep your eyes open, you must scan the shelves and look for any reduced stickers. Even the pound shops have reductions. Sometimes I bought eggs at the Poundland or whatever it was, eggs for 50p, 6 eggs, free range eggs for 50p. So the places like Pound Stretcher, Home Bargains, they might have reductions, especially head for chiller cabinets, because you know that is going to go out of date eventually and quite soon. Not so much on the dry goods, you know, the tins and the packets, but head for the fridges, any fridges. So I would say don't take a shopping list when you go shopping. Buy on price only. If you need to save money, you can cut down your bill right down, but only if you put the effort into it. Buy on price. I don't go to a shop with a list and think I must get this, this, this and this. I'm not bothered what I buy and eat as long as it's not meat or fish, which I don't eat. But anything else, I'm open to, yes, maybe I'll give that a try. Might not have had it before, but it's reduced, it's cheap, I will have it. So think about cost all the time. You've got to go with it on your mind. You've got to have it imprinted on your mind. how much. You've got to know your prices. You've got to know how much things normally are, so that you can recognise when the price has been increased, when they put it up. I mean, supermarket prices, they go up and down like a fiddler's elbow. It's just ridiculous. But you've got to stay on top of it, and don't just blindly pick this up and that up because that's what you get every week. No, I don't do that. I'll tell you one thing, I did forget eggs yesterday. I forgot eggs, but it doesn't matter. I don't need to eat eggs. I like some eggs, I will get some eventually, but then I don't go back to the shop thinking, oh my God, I've forgotten eggs. It doesn't matter what I've forgotten, because I've already bought a lot of good cheap food. So there you are. Be on top of your prices, know your prices, know how much you normally pay. Recognise when those prices have gone up. When they have gone up, think to yourself, do I really need to buy that? Could I find something just as good, an alternative which is just as good for less money? Look for substitutions. Drop your price, drop your brands as well, drop your brands. Go for supermarkets' own brands, but more than the Kellogg's bran flakes. Oh my God. No. Own brands, Value, Basics or whatever, they're just as good. I wanted toothpaste last night. I looked, I mean, you don't buy toothpaste every day, do you? But when I looked at the shelves, I thought, my God, look at the price. £3, £5 for a tube of toothpaste. That is absolutely bonkers. I bought one for 50p. Tesco's own brand toothpaste. Now, they used to be even cheaper than that, but that now is the cheapest. So the 50p one is as good as the £5 one. Don't be taken in by the brand names and the fancy, packaging and all that. You just want the basics. So, that's me done. Enjoy your shopping. I think shopping's fun because I want to beat the system. I want to come away knowing that I have got good value for money, and they ain't getting my money for something that I can't afford and don't want. So, okay, bye for now.